Okay, so the Baltimore Ravens completely stomped their rival, dominated the whole game, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14. And it honestly felt like it could have been much more, but my goodness, the combination of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and it's not like we haven't seen this all year, but they are getting exactly what they wanted, bringing in Derrick Henry for the postseason, and it worked to a T versus the Steelers. Let's go ahead and break down some of the success that they had Saturday night. So on the first drive, Todd Monken really dials it up right here and goes in Wildcat with Derrick Henry and likely in the backfield, but he is going to send Lamar Jackson in an orbit motion, and just watch what it does to this defense, especially the linebackers, who's potentially worried about a flip to Lamar Jackson and then him being able to utilize his legs on the edge or also passing it down the field. They send them in motion. Watch these linebackers. Hard flow. We'll show it from the end zone copy here in just a minute, but you've got three defenders who are completely out of the play now, and Derrick Henry has less bodies that he's got to worry about. And then look at the big boys up front creating a nice little lane, and Derrick Henry is able to take it, finish right here with a Derrick Henry stiff arm like we've seen so many times throughout the year. Just beautiful, and it's so tough to defend this if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch these linebackers. Push, watch. Bush is completely out of the play right here as he took the eye candy of Lamar Jackson. And then look at Ricard, their fullback, with a great setting edge block here. And then you get a really good combination between the left tackle and the left guard, and it's an open lane for Derrick Henry. And like say, no linebacker support, this is always going to not bode well for a defense going forward. And it's just so much stress that they are able to put on a defense with the rushing attack of Derrick Henry and the passing attack of Lamar Jackson. Okay, so now in the red zone area, and Lamar Jackson is going to carve him up with his accuracy right here. They're going to run two deep crossers, but then it's Rashad Bateman at the top of the screen who's going to run a deep dig route, almost like a deep post at the top of your screen, and just watch him work it through. The safeties take the underneath, and then that nice little middle of the field sit route for that deep crosser is there for Rashad Bateman. But watch it from the end zone copy. And also, you've got to watch the offensive line just working their tails off for Lamar Jackson. Lamar's got all day to throw, and there is no sense of pressure right here. But also, because of his legs, defensive line will kind of stand put and try to read and react. This also allows him to have time, and then look at that ball placement in between two defenders, pinpoint accuracy, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, a little bit later, he's going to work the boundary right here. Quick little speed out, and then you've got a hitch or a little bit deeper of a curl route right here by Andrews. But he knows that if he does not have any of this intermediate route right here, he's got a deep crosser. So he's really going to high-low read this safety. If the safety bites on the curl, he could potentially have the deep crosser over top, and that's exactly what happens here on this play. Take the snap. Watch. Andrews sits down, safety sits on it. As soon as that safety sits, Lamar Jackson doesn't waste any time. He places this ball right over top, only where likely can get it. You're going to see it even better from the end zone copy. Watch 39 right here. He bites. And look at it right there. He is only bitten for a half a second, and this ball has already left the hands of Lamar Jackson. This is how far he has came as a thrower. This is anticipating your guy coming open right now, reading off for one defender, and the ball is perfectly placed. He has sped up his thought process so quickly, and that is what making Lamar Jackson so deadly. Low red zone area right here. Power for Derrick Henry as they go with the power scheme. Watch it from the end zone copy, and you'll be able to diagnose it even better. This is what I call grande package. All receivers out. You bring in extra tight ends, extra linemen, and it's big boy football. They come out of the power I, where their fullback was in an offset I. He now motions over to the left, and they're just running power. Everybody's blocking down. The fullback has to kick the first defender, and then the backside guard will wrap for the play side backer. Derrick Henry gets just a little bit of a crease, and he's into the end zone. Before we move on to the next one, guys, if you're gaining value from this video, hit that subscribe button, join the team. Appreciate it very much. So next one, they go with a trips bunch at the top of the screen, and it's snugged on the backside with Mark Andrews right here. They're going to run a concept at the top, and it's highlighted with a deep crosser. But then if nothing shows initially early on, you're going to get a delayed mesh route between the running back and the tight end. The tight end is in pass protection, and then the running back will also cross. This play is simply Lamar Jackson all in one video. He was dead to right. It looked like Steelers had him, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man simulated pressure, and they send all 5, and they really get to the house, and Lamar Jackson is in trouble. But he steps up, avoids the pressure, and then just ever so slightly get it out there to your tight end, and it's for a big game. These are what is back-breaking to a defense. You feel like you got him. There's nowhere to go. He just wiggles right off of it, and he finds his man. Freeze it right here. This pocket is collapsing, and he's got hardly anywhere to go, but ever so slightly, step up, avoid it, then just nice and smooth. Doesn't panic, just doesn't rush his throw. He sets his feet, delivers it, big game. Low red zone area right here. They go with a motion from left to right. And honestly, Lamar Jackson misses a throw right here. They go with 2 in-breaking routes. And he honestly had Bateman wide open, who is in motion right now, but then he's going to break it right back inside. But he just missed him for whatever reason, maybe a little bit of pressure to the face. But guys, it's Lamar Jackson at this point, and it doesn't matter if he misses him right away. Watch it right here. Freeze it right here, and Bateman is completely wide open. The Steelers have lost him, but you can see a lot of pressure to the face of Lamar Jackson. He's in trouble, and he starts to what looks like panicking, but in Lamar Jackson way, he's still cool, calm, and collective in this pocket as he's working to find grass. Back up, step right back up in the pocket, and then just look. Your running back slips out to the flat, dink, dunk, 6 points for the Ravens. Just watch this pocket presence right here. Like say, Miss Bateman, in trouble, right, left, back, step up, don't panic, put it out there, touchdown. I mean, what do you do if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers? What do you do? Okay, and then there's this one. Just completely gashes the Pittsburgh Steelers just off of a simple zone read concept. But when you add Derrick Henry to this offense, you cannot just worry about Lamar Jackson, or you could potentially give a crease to a home run hitter like a Derrick Henry. If you load the box and just focus on Derrick Henry, we've all seen what Lamar Jackson can do. They give a little bit of window dressing with an exit motion, not a whole lot of big deal, but watch as they read the end defender right here, and I'll slow it down. You'll see it even better from the end zone copy once we go. But as we snap this football, this edge defender will really start to squeeze, and it gives a potentially soft edge for Lamar Jackson. But watch the linebacker really scrape hard over top and the corner. Lamar Jackson is able to recognize that. If that backer scraped that hard over top, who is in charge of the play side A gap? He gives it, and Derrick Henry is off to the races. We will freeze it right here, and then I'll play it slow once again. But just the IQ, it's not just throwing, but it's the IQ of being able to read it. It was a soft edge, 56 squeezed. Lamar Jackson could have kept it, but he knew that the corner had outside leverage, and he also was able to read 50 scraping over top, and he knew that he had to give it at this point. Watch number 50 as this play develops. He scrapes too hard over top, and he leaves his gap integrity, and then the center with the perfect combo block to the backside backer. That is very key in this play. Watch 50. All right, they get into the mesh. He makes solid. He starts to run outside, and then a late give by Lamar Jackson, and 50 is in a vulnerable position. Look at that block by the center, cutting off Bush, and it's off to the races, and it's a gash play by number 2, Derrick Henry. Guys, if they continue this up, I've said it before, Derrick Henry is a gift to Lamar Jackson. If they use him right, if they feed him the rock, you're not only just going to see Derrick Henry have a really good night, but you're going to see Lamar Jackson flourish as well. If they can stay ahead and not get put behind, it is going to be very difficult for anybody to beat this team. They can, but it's going to be very difficult. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. As always, watch this next video. Stay humble, stay kind. Peace.